Hello and welcome. This is the weekly market wrap on Bloomberg Quint. Let's take a look at how the markets have fared, specifically equities through the course of the week and today. We start with today. The Nifty 50 advanced by 0.6% with Tata Steel, Ultratech Cement and Bajaj Finance leading the gains. And we have some strength coming in for Hindalco and JSW Steel along with Vedanta. So as you can see, it is essentially the metal pack which has pushed in the gains in today's day of trade. On the losing end, some weakness in Britannia Industries, Power Grid, as well as Zee Entertainment, the State Bank of India providing some of those losses. On the broader market spectrum, when we consider the Nifty 500, we do have Sri Renuka Sugars along with Diwan Housing Finance advancing in double digits. Sudarshan Chemicals makes a very sharp up move as well, along with Inox Leisure and PC Jeweler. A lot of traction in PC Jeweler's futures today, considering an increase in open interest. But on the losing end, we have Reliance Communications, Swan Energy, Punjab National Bank Housing Finance and Torrent Pharma declining in trade. This is as far as today's day of trade is concerned. It's turned out to be a fairly stable day of trade, but how about the week? Well, 0.5% gains for the indices through the course of the week, with Tata Motors leading the gains, and what a run it has been for Tata Motors, going from strength to strength, well, above the 200 rupee mark now. And we have good gains in other auto sector companies like Maruti Suzuki. From the financial space, it is Indiabulls Housing Finance which stands out, but once again it is essentially Tata Steel and Hindalco among others leading the gains. Vedanta right in that list. On the losing end, it is OMCs which continue to lose. BPCL one of the top losers through the course of the week. Zee Entertainment, Sun Pharma and Yes Bank looking at a bout of profit taking, but as you can see, the momentum is with the gainers. Let's take a look and see whether or not the case is the same when it comes to your broader market index. So when it comes to the NSE 500, Lakshmi Vilas Bank, Orient Cement, Sri Renuka Sugars advancing. Godrej Property is making life highs this week. Watch out for that one. And on the losing end, once again, we have Reliance Communications, Serra Sanitary Ware, Coromandel International and BPCL. That's how markets have panned out through the course of the week. But, let's take a look at what has actually moved the markets in the week. First up on Monday, we have the goods and services tax collections for February, which rose to its highest since the nationwide levy was rolled out in July 2017. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court struck down the Reserve Bank of India's Feb 12th circular. The two-judge bench found it ultra-virus. And the Congress party released its manifesto, said the focus is on the 5 big themes of minimum income guarantee, jobs, agrarian stress, education and healthcare. On Wednesday, SkyMet said that the monsoon rains are more likely to be below normal this year, with warmer Pacific waters raising drought fears. And sources tell Bloomberg Quint that Jet Airways lenders want Naresh Goyal and Etihad to pledge stake before they infuse another 1,500 crores as promised. And the big news on Thursday was the Reserve Bank of India's monetary policy decision. The MPC voted to cut its benchmark interest rate for a second consecutive meeting by 25 basis points while maintaining a neutral stance as far as the policy is concerned. And two Bloomberg exclusive updates came just as the markets were about to close. Billionaires Mukesh Ambani and Sunil Mittal are said to be considering competing bids for a stake in Zee. And Yes Bank may be planning to raise about $500 million through a share sale to institutional investors. People with the knowledge of the matter told Bloomberg News. That said, let's take a look at, the options and how things will stand up, and, what kind of levels we can expect the Nifty to move within, considering we are looking at maximum open interest now, still with the 11,500 put, and on the higher end it is, largely the 12,000 call. It is still a 500-point range that we are expecting the Nifty to move within. Of course, currently the Nifty stands at a little higher than levels of around 11,660 odd, but it will face stiff resistance around the 12,000 mark should it move there. And on the lower end, we are still seeing significant, accumulation around the 11,600 put too. So that should provide as a near-term support. Moving on, We have another power-packed week ahead with the elections and the first up, and of course we also have earnings a little later on. Of course, so on April 11th we will have the polling begin. In the first phase, that's where we see a lot of traction. We're likely to see some amount of volatility based on that. And of course, the IT sector will be in focus on Friday, considering two of the largest companies in India in the information technology sector, in the Indian listed space, will announce the fourth quarter earnings. TCS and Infosys, we're expecting steady earnings, but we'll have a little more in terms of expectations through the course of the week. So, well, plenty of that to look forward to as we move in next week. And on that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but there is lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg Quint, and we will keep bringing you more.